Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Honey. Latora. Baruch. Sid. B. Kendall. Kyle. Hi. How is everyone doing? What's with the crying emoji, Kendall? What's up? How am I? I'm alright. Still a little under the weather, but surviving. The buzz is growing in quick, isn't it? I mean, it will seem like it is at the start because it was from nothing, but it will cease to seem like it's going that fast. Murray, hi. You're currently putting an IKEA wardrobe together. Fun. Enjoy. Hi, Nat. Hi, Nolig. How y'all doing today? Kendall, you had a little shed of a tear, but you're okay, honestly. Are you sure? Latora is not Babyface Sam anymore. No, apparently not. The kitty, yeah, the kitty is with us from the start today. I think it's because I've been in here doing Sims before the stream, so he was already in here and comfy and all ready for the stream. Latora used by a cute fluff in the background. Yeah, he's doing his best. I'm not gonna pester him now. He's very cute. We had a nice chill pre-stream. Kendall, you're a very sensitive gal, but you're good. I'm glad. I think we're all a little sensitive here. I don't think that's a bad thing. Latora won't grace us with his face, but you get the back and the butt. Exactly. You get the full croissant. What's the plan for today's stream? Well, I started the castle again from scratch. So, working on that. Yeah, because I wanted it to be a castle. I definitely wanted it to be a castle, not a mansion, because we did a mansion last time, and a mansion would be easier. For sure. But I wanted the challenge of building a castle, specifically a castle. And the castle part of the castle didn't make any sense because we started by building everything that wasn't a castle. So we didn't leave ourselves a sensible space to actually build the castle. So I'm going to do it a different way round this time. I've already got the nuisance bit out of the way. I have got through a few of the problem areas and still a couple of issues to solve, but we can work through them together and see what we think. Is something wrong your end? You're seeing, yeah, Peeps keeps breaking at the moment. I'm not really sure why. Latora, you're definitely sensitive lately. Yep, Marie, completely restarted the castle. Hi, Faye. What a lovely entrance. How are you doing today? You already said that? Are you going more castle? Are you going more castle and less other items? No. So my hope is to still have all of the different lots, but I was doing it as like a kind of fortified area with then separate buildings in the middle, and I don't think that's really what I should have been doing, so you'll see. Kendall, it's like the McBusted song, Just a Sensitive Guy. I don't know this song. Miracle Plays Sims, you got recommended here by one of my followers. Oh, well, thank you, whoever recommended me to you. How are you doing today? And what would you like me to call you? Hi, Bryony. I'm alright, thank you. How are you? You're doing alright. Good. Okay. No, like your peep looks like how you feel. Oh no. Love to be a grey alien creature. It's a vibe. Yeah. When did I restart? This morning. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't this morning. It was this afternoon. I did it in the Discord. Yes, I may end up working on Peeps sooner rather than later, because I continue to have no end of issue getting my Apple stuff sorted for the mobile version of Merge, because Apple keep asking me for documentation that I can't get, or that I don't have. So it's either they're asking me for documentation for the wrong thing, so the wrong kind of business, and I literally cannot get that, or they're asking me for documentation that just doesn't exist. And then they forwarded me to like the company registration company, and they were like, okay, so go fill out this form. Yeah. Oh yeah, Faye, the nonsense has continued since then. So I got asked for this one set of documents, which I cannot have. And when I was like, no, I cannot get that. That is the wrong thing. They forwarded me to their supervisor, who then asked me for the same information. And I was like, no, I cannot give you this. This is the wrong information. I don't know why you're asking for this. They have now put me onto their supervisor, who has also asked me for that information. And I'm like, what do you not understand? They're asking me for company details that is only given to a certain kind of company, of which I am not. And I'm like, no, I am not this kind of company. I cannot do this. Are they aware that I'm UK based? Mm-hmm. Because at every point they've asked for my address. Like, just like, okay. But yeah, the latest one is they asked me for this information that I can't give them. And they're like, so you can do that, but it wasn't all this. It was do that and do this. And that second thing that they said was like, it was like 3 steps, and I had already given them 1 and 2. So I wasn't really sure why they were asking for 1 and 2 again. The third one was to have the owner of my company set as me. So I'm self-employed as just me. So I am down as me, right? So Sam. That's it. Self-employed as Sam. Great. So they're asking me to set the owner of Sam to Sam. I'm like, A, you can't do that. I'm not a company. I can't do that. But also, if they want me to set the owner of me to prove that I'm me, is the fact that I'm me not already proof that I'm me? Like, what? They're like, oh yeah, we need you to set the owner as your full legal name so that we can prove that you are who you say you are. And I'm like, but I've just proven my legal name, and you're now saying that I needed to prove my legal name so that I can use my legal name to prove that I am my legal name. That's like saying, oh, we need you to give us your passport so we can validate your passport using your passport. Like, I can't be the first person to be trying to do this with Apple. Like, or it's such a common thing. I really don't understand why Apple's having such a hard time. Yeah, what was even more daft, right, is they said, can you submit proof that you are who you say you are, but don't use, you know, your driving license, your passport, etc., because they have personal information, including your legal name, which should be private information. And I'm like, but you're asking me to provide you documentation with private information, and you're then saying, oh, but don't use all this documentation that has that private information because it's private information and you shouldn't be sharing it with us. I just listed all of what's been going on in the reply to this poor woman, and I'm just like, at every point I have done what you said, what you said you wanted. That is within the possibility, but you can't ask me to provide documentation that doesn't exist and cannot exist. And in one of their previous emails, they confirmed that it cannot exist. And then in the next email, they asked me for it again. Just... yeah. They did, however, today send me a phone number, and they were like, you can try calling us. So I may just have to call them and have a ridiculous conversation at some point. Marippa, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so I've been dealing with that. Also, for those of you that were wanting to get part of the merge beta on mobile, I can't do that until all of this is sorted. I am trying, but Apple is very slow. It's taking 2-ish days, 2 business days, 2-3 business days between every message. And as I said, the last 3 messages in a row have been them asking for the same document and then forwarding me to the supervisor. Yeah, so it's a pain. It's a pain. I really don't understand. Hi, Kenny, how you doing today? Yes, Arthur's been here from the start. Hi, Eva, how are you doing? You just joined. What is the issue you're having? The issue I'm having is they're wanting me to send them documentation as if I am like a limited company, which I am not. And I have said that in every email. And in every email, they respond with, can you provide us with this and this document? And like, they only exist. They only exist for limited liability companies, which I am not. Yeah, they're in all fairness, all they're trying to do is they're trying to prove that I am who I say that I am, but they are asking for documentation that doesn't exist or that I am unable to give them. And yeah, the fact that everything is just really delayed is not helping.
Hydrate.
But yeah, I mean, for example, like today, I got a message from them at like 3:30 or something, and the woman was saying, or you can ring us and we're open until 4 o'clock. And I'm like, so you've given me the message right at the end of the day, just before you're about to close up. I'm like, what are the odds of us getting this sorted? Fruit said hydrate, thank you. Get ready to be on a hold on the phone for hours. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing should be really straightforward. But just isn't. And their forums are full of their own staff members telling people to break their terms and conditions to get around the problem, which is insane. Sounds annoying. Hope you get your problem solved as soon as possible. Yeah, no, I'm sure it will. I mean, one way or another, it'll get sorted. What I may just end up doing is, well, so there's a couple of options. One is that I just put the details down in the wrong place, which isn't what they want you to do. And again, I think it's technically against their terms of service, but it is a solution. And they would be the ones that would have to prove that it's not viable anyway. Because yeah, the problem is they keep asking for documentation that just can't give. So it is, I suspect, a misunderstanding on their part, but the fact that I have clarified in every email and I keep just getting moved up to the next supervisor each time is just incredibly frustrating, because I just have to keep restarting the process. For reference, by the way, I have been trying to get this sorted for months, and their process, like as part of their like sign up thing, says that it should take under 24 hours. And this has been months of back and forth. It's getting very frustrating. So yeah. Hi Leslie, how you doing today? Kenny says to sound like I deserve a treat. I did add some nice bread today. Does that count? Perhaps forbidden food would do, maybe. Farouk, you can't wait to see the build. I think what little I've done so far looks nice. You're wondering if we are thinking the same because it's always good weather for the forbidden food. It is. What games do I have for Android? I don't have Android. Baruch. Mads, you just arrived from the walk with the dog. Nice. How did it go? Yeah, I might just restart Peeps. I'm not really sure what's going on. Yeah, sorry about that, Rent. It's fine. It will be fine. Worst case scenario, I just don't release stuff on mobile. Not ideal, but needs must. Hello. Shall we play some Sims? So this is the castle, the new castle so far. So we've got our entrance courtyard. And then I'm still working on this middle section. But what I was thinking is I think I want the towers to be larger because I think I still want there to be stairs within them. So I was trying to figure out some stair layouts. Yeah, so this is the kind of entranceway. So we've still got the kind of double portcullis down here. We'll have stables here and maybe like the tavern or something over here. Not really sure. Have I got a lot of inspiration from castles in the UK? Well, I looked at some castles and I looked at some pictures of some castles that are ones that I'd been to. But the problem is I'm not really looking for layouts of castles. Like, I'm not looking for the outside layout of the castle. I was looking for inside layouts of the castle. And they're so varied. There's like very little consistency because the fortification structure, there's consistency because a lot of the castles in the UK all went up around the same time. But the internal, like the actual buildings are very inconsistent. But importantly, this is all square minus this little courtyard bit. And I have loads of room. The only issue is like I've gone up. I don't know if you can see that it's raised, which has been causing some issues. So things like we have to have a hole in the wall because if I put this hole in the wall, if I fill the hole in the wall, then this becomes inside and immediately gets taken down. I don't know why that's a feature, but apparently it is. Kendall, it's fun when you cook dinner for your child and you walk in and they're asleep. Yeah. Do you not eat while you're asleep? Mads, this kind of reminds you of the courtyard in the Assassin's Creed. Matia. In the first one. The one where it has like a mountain down here. I don't really remember. Latora, be right back. You've got to take the girls to dance. No worries. Enjoy. Okay. Right. So. Interesting that it's saying that these are... Oh, that's going to be so confusing. It's saying they're all on different floors. Maybe it's going to be better if we just make this inside, because we've got like outside floors, right? Like if we just, you know, if we turned all of this into like grass, right? Is there even a grass that's like the same grass? No. No, because an advantage of doing it this way is that we can still go 4 stories up. Kenny, you've never been able to figure out building with terrain tools yet. You'll get there, Kenny, I'm sure. Haley, thank you for the follow. Kendall, you sleepwalk to the snack cupboard. Ghost, what am I up to? I am making a castle. Currently, I'm trying to figure out stairs. So I'm wondering about either doing these tiny little spiral stairs. But the problem is they are 4 by 3. Because I think realistically, the 4 by 4 looks silly. So it's either 4 by 3 or a 5 by 5. But 5 by 5 is going to occupy potentially quite a lot of space. But I do think the 5 by 5 probably makes the most sense. So if we have it come 1 extra. Cool, immediately broke. This is why I wasn't redecorating anything. I started the castle over. I did indeed, Vinny. I did save the previous one just in case. But yeah, I wasn't happy because like the focus should very much be the main buildings. And I had given myself such a weird space that trying to actually do what I wanted was just not working. So starting again to make sure that we've got enough space to do the middle. If it's a castle, could you put some columns in the middle of the spiral to fill up the space? Yep. Yeah, that's what we did last time. We just need to have somewhere for the spiral to go first. Which means sorting these out. So, as a test example. No. Okay. Just going to copy the block to... Yes, that's the question. Do we want it so that it's... encroaching more into the courtyard? Probably, because then we're not wasting too much space over here. Okay, we'll just make this the same size. Also, Ghost, what would you like me to call you? I'm just saying Ghost because that's the little emoji that you've got. Kendall, it's weird you wake up and you find an empty packet of crisps on the floor. Like, who put that there? Uh-huh. Sure. Right, so we went 1... Oh, no. Did we go that many in? Did we not just go one more in and then 1 more along? I think we did like this. That gives us the 5, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. That mean we had a 2 by 2 inside. Yeah. Sorry for all the random counting. Yeah. So I started again because it felt like I was building a fort, and it felt that I had less than half the space to build the mansion. It isn't necessarily a problem, but it was a weird shape. Like I'd started from the wrong area, and it gave us a very odd shape to actually build the castle. So rather than make my life difficult for building the castle, it's like, let's just start again. It wasn't living up to the vision. There were parts of it that I liked, so I liked the kind of castle window bit that I did at the front. It looked a bit like a cathedral. So I'll rebuild that again. And I will probably redo that kind of fortified city style thing somewhere at some point. I just don't think it's right for this build, because the whole point of this is it's like a big Gothic manor, right? For him to kind of do his thing in big Gothic castle. And yeah, it was just a bit all over the place. There needs to be a lock on the snack cupboard. The problem is there would need to be a lock on the snack cupboard that you don't know the code to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole here. I'm going to connect these. And then we're going to get rid of this. Okay, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Code 1234, you'd never guess that. I suspect foul play. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think, but I can already... I don't know, this already feels nicer to me. Like, I like this little courtyard area. It's a bit more snug. It's a bit less wasteful of space. I can see, let's say, which side's which. You know, arbitrarily, we could have some more building, like the other buildings here, like, I don't know, an inn here, and, what did we have? Stables, inn, butcher, baker. Butcher, baker, tavern, stables, armory. And we could get rid of the armory. So we could have butcher, baker here. And then that gives us this. Build the mansion. Do you know what I mean? Do I have a Facebook page? Technically, yes. I, however, don't use Facebook. I don't have the app on anything. I'm not logged into the website. I don't use Facebook. I used to stream to Facebook as well, but the amount of spam made it not worth it, really. Will this be a residential rental so the businesses are community-made spaces? So yes, it will be residential rental. And the businesses will just be rented out. So the butchers will be a house that we rent to someone. The bakery will be a house that we rent to someone. The stables will be public space, although there may be a stable master's quarters, like above it, that will be rented out to someone, etc., etc. Lunoon, hi. Butcher, baker, your brain candlestick maker. I did the exact same thing in my head, don't worry. I had to resist. It was what was happening in my head. You weren't alone. Okay. So we now have all our 5x5 towers. We just need to sort the 5x5s on the next story. Like so. And then I'm going to save before we do anything else. There's candle making with eco living, really? So he could actually do that. That could be funny. But yeah, I mean, I also wanted to get to playing soon, and I felt like the way that we were doing it before wasn't really conducive to getting to playing quickly. So I feel like this might be more conducive to that. There we go. Don't know about you guys, but this is already looking to me at least, this already looks more castle-y, and we don't even have the castle. You know? You laughing at your own jokes. Good one, Kendall. Do you like the stairs? You like the changes? Thank you, Leslie. It is a work in progress, but I like where we're going. I like where it's heading. Yeah, I had to do some funky stuff to like hide the nonsense underneath, but we got away with it. Bex, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Lunar Moon, you're definitely not eating the leftover chips from the kids' chippy tea. Nice. Okay, so... See, this way we still have space for gardens. So you could have gardens down this section. So... Wait, what did that just say? Can't connect blocks. What was I clicking on? Not sure. That looks a bit weird. Okay, it's fine. We'll deal. Right, get rid of this. Okay, so we can have garden over here. So then by the same logic, we can then have the baker, butcher, candlestick maker, whatever, over there. And then we've got big chunk of space here for the castle. But because of the way that we have this laid out, how much space have we been leaving? Like 4-ish. One, two, three, four. Okay, so the castle can't connect from different. I'm dragging. Okay. Oh my good grief! Locked this right thing, please. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, wait, what am I doing? No. So the castle doesn't need to be on its own.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Thank you, Zordley. Kenny, you double checked, and yes, you could have Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker. Brilliant. Hi, Kobe. You're watching via your walk home from uni. Nice. How was uni? Lunar Moon, you don't know. I don't know what you mean. There was no leftover chips. The kids ate them all. 100%. We vampire hissing, of course. Bex, you really like how I build. Oh, thank you. Is Bex okay? Is that okay to call you? Jessa, follow. Thank you, Jessa. You're not very well, struggling. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bex. You're not alone here. There are plenty of us struggle too. If you ever want to come and chat in the Discord and vent or whatever, feel free. Okay, so... Because yeah, we can have this smack up against the wall. Trying to think of like spacing wise, how much space we want here, like where we want the entrance. Currently, what I'm wondering is if we have because I did quite like the entrance that we had last time. I'm trying to avoid having another diagonal entrance. But it would be nice if things were vaguely lined up. So we could do it like here, maybe. Like... Oh my good grief. Why is it locking to a thing that I'm not allowed to do? Sims, come on. That is not a viable build. Why are you locking to it? Okay. So we could have the entrance like here. Right? Let me catch up. Wishing everyone a very safe and pleasant Tuesday. Thank you, Zordley. So kind. Faye, speaking of baking, you just made a single serve cinnamon roll and the dough would not stop sticking. Oh no. Obi, it was okay. A very big information lecture, so your brain is feeling a little frazzled. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe do something easy, fun this afternoon. Faye, it better be delicious for the mess it made. I'm sure it will be. Kobe, structuralism, post-structuralism, death of the author, etc. Intense. Now everyone wants cinnamon rolls. Zordley, you missed a lot. I started over today. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the layout previously. And it was just going to be faster to start again. Maybe you might have to make that me and Mini Humans baking venture this weekend. Marie, good news, you were able to submit your correct document for your dissertation. I'm glad to hear it. Are they going to penalize you or anything for the wrong one? Hopefully not. Kenny, pumpkin cinnamon rolls with cream cheese icing are the best for fall. And nobody can change your mind. I won't even try then. You know what we never tried to do? We never tried making octagonal rooms. I was going to say with spiral stairs, but that doesn't work, does it? Although you could have a spiral. Oh, am I going to want to redo the whole castle? Okay. Let me just pose you all an idea. So, gotta remember how to do this. Oh, also, if anybody ever wondered how to do spiral staircases, like this. So if we have a spiral staircase and then we do this. Because then we could have actual octagonal towers and still have the kind of classic staircase. I don't think it will let it sit on itself. No. Will it let it sit on itself with no walls? Octagonal towers for a castle. Yeah, why not? This is where we just need to somehow miraculously all end up living in the same area. It would be great. Yeah, look, you can just... Oh, no, wait, that's... Squint. Oh, yeah, because technically the first one is offset one to the right. But... that's fine, because... all you have to do is change where the offset is. Trying to remember which one, which dial does which bit. No. Okay, so no, that's the wrong one. So it's this one. Let's grab the wrong thing. Well, I might have to just do it again. Because you definitely can make this the right shape. Because all we need to do is tuck this one more. Because it's 3x4, like that's the offside. Actually, I guess you could just rotate it. So it's like that. Oh no, because now it's... Anyway, you get the point. You could figure it out. Family compound. This is sounding more culty by the second. Sid, it's only a cult if we start wearing matching robes. I mean, it would be fun to have, like, matching t-shirts. You need to go, but you might join later. No worries, Bex. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're okay. Kendall, you wish we were all neighbours and pop round each other's for a cuppa. It would be nice. Hi, Beans. Dovey, thank you for the follow. The mum plug. Hi, it's been a while. Hope you're having a lovely day. Sorry I missed your comment. How are you doing today? Okay. I think probably just not do the octagonal stuff. It feels an unnecessary extra complication. I should have robes as Samly merch, maybe. Maybe. Will there be such thing as Samly merch one day? I mean, there can be. It's not particularly difficult making merch, like particularly if it's only on a small scale, but it's like, who would actually get it, you know? Okay. Well, that was good timing. You'd like pajamas. Samly pajamas. We could have like little plum bobs, and actually we could just have a bunch of little pixel stuff, like a little pixel heart, little pixel Arthur, etc, etc. A mug. Yeah, we could do that. An Arthur teddy. Of course. This drawer is requiring a little more attention than you thought. You've got this, Marie. Have we started a different castle? We deleted the previous one and we're starting again because I wasn't liking the previous one. Have I got the university pack? I do indeed. Leslie, I do indeed. Right, while you guys discuss that, for those who are new here, I take a 5-minute break every hour to refill my drink and have a stretch. You should also hydrate and have a stretch. I will be back in 5 minutes. Be right back. Hello. Pie and chips while watching Sims. Life isn't so bad. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Okay. We want the castle entrance to be square, because otherwise we're going to have an awkward diagonal spot somewhere. We don't want that situation happening. So we need to figure out where the entrance is going to be. So I'm currently wondering if the entrance should be kind of straight. I can't remember what the button is to go to like free camera, but okay. So you've come here. Would you have the entrance like immediately to your right? To your left, sorry. Immediately to the right. And they're basically symmetrical at this point, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got these 5x5 towers. So say we... I'm gonna have to make new ones. You just noticed, oh, that nice. Me contemplating life. Yeah, just forever questioning my design choices. So the actual castle doesn't need to have interior walls. So the majority of the... But, you know, it doesn't need... It doesn't actually need an offset inside. 1, 2, 3. Sure, let's say 3. Hopefully this will make sense soon. You're automatically thinking left, but you don't know why. I mean, same. So, Kenny, you can't wait to see this with landscaping and all decorated. It's going to be beautiful. I hope so. It's going to be not ideal if I go through all of this and the castle still ends up being rubbish. So, yeah, I'll just have a minor breakdown if after all of this the castle still ends up not matching the vision. Right, so I think maybe smaller windows on this, and then larger windows on the next one. Maybe. Where is the filter for the castle? All windows. Okay, so what I'm wondering is if we have them starting... Probably we could chain these. Sorry. Is if we have windows on this floor that then are continued on the floor above. Although we did like the multi-layered thing I did last time, so I might try and do that again. You're having a very rough day. I'm sorry to hear that, Lafty. How come? Leslie, if we do a university gameplay in the future, we should try to join a secret society for sure. Positive thoughts. Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, we'll get there. JD, can we double check that the Vision is Sims 4 compatible? Good point. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so this is a terrible current layout. So these are too wide. So we could have like that. This 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry for all the weird noises. It's me getting frustrated at Sims. I'm gonna sneeze. It's just non-stop. But thank you. Ay. What's going on here? Building a castle. Lil E. How are you doing today? Okay. So we had it as being like too tall above. Well, yeah, because we had the 5x5 room, so maybe we should just do the tower thing again. Just for... I need to stop making that stupid sound. Maybe we should just do the towers again. For the time being. And then, yeah, we can figure out stairs and we can figure out all the rest of the nonsense. Question is, are we happy with that? Like, and then I think we could do, you know, like a wall coming across here, and we can continue the house around the corner a little bit. Let's maybe just in line with that. How does that not math? Huh? It should. Sims is just being fussy boots today. Right, so I think this should be... Yeah, of course it's drawing it on the wrong level. Like... Oh, Sims is testing me today. Here. But I think these are the wrong sizes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fine. Fine. I'm not going to try and fix that. It's slightly different on each side. Joys of using diagonals in Sims. Make all the stupid sounds. It adds ambiance. Will do, Faye. I can't help myself. I always add weird sounds. Olivia? Living vicariously through you right now. You want to be home playing Sims. What are you doing instead? Kendall, this is why you renovate existing builds. You've got no patience. Yeah. There are a variety of ways that you can't line stuff up normally in Sims. So, for example, you can see three wide. Let me just double check. Yes, yeah. Okay, so this is the same width as this. This is the same 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out, 5 across, 5 across. So that should be identical on both sides, but it isn't. Like, this room is 3, this room is 3, this room is 5. It should be exactly, but because of how Sims offsets diagonals, it's going to be, rather than doing it as like 2.5 and 2.5, it does it as 2 and 3, so it's going to be bigger on one side than the other. Which is also why there's like a slightly bigger buffer there than there is here. It's annoying, but we'll make it work. Okay, so, and then we'll have a garden on one side and have the other buildings. Yeah, so that works. Okay, so if we say have our entrance room, yeah, like, so reception room here, and then parlor here, and then kitchen here. I think we have lobby. I think we have kitchen. Sorry, so lobby, dining room, kitchen, butcher, baker. And then the floor up, the first room to the right would be the parlor room. And then maybe maybe the servants' living quarters. I feel like they need a way up and down. Okay, we don't need to get into specifics. Got a vague idea. We'll just roll with it, see where we go. You always make sounds when you play Sims, Lafty. Your husband will ask you what is wrong, and you just say it's the Sims. Jadine, in the middle right front corner, a small stable. Yeah, that's what's going to be here. That's why I put these 2 horse beds down. There's no ballroom. Well, now there needs to be a ballroom. Arthur is the cat, yes. Yeah, it's a live camera, look. He's just asleep right now. Yeah, Arthur is my cat, not my car. I presume that's a typo. A ballroom has negative connotations currently. Fine, a dance hall.
We all want to help one another.
Every bachelor pad needs a dance hall. Yeah. JD, please do a round table in the dining room as a nod to Arthur. For sure. Hi, Shadow. How are you doing today?
Save your game.
Save my game. Thank you, Linwoon. Yeah, I'm not going to stress about doing a garden right now.
We all want to help one another.
As I'm worried that I'm going to... Or like the other houses. I don't want to spend so much time trying to leave space for other stuff. Because, like,
I should like to help everyone if possible.
I forgot about that.
We all want to help one another.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have like a ruined section of wall, because if we don't have an opening somewhere, it will count the whole thing as being interior. So we need some like broken bit somewhere. And he's off. I'm alright, thank you. Game drama, but enjoy your video posting. There's a less weird way of wording that. That seems like I'm leaving too much room. Maybe it should be 3 on the front, and then I did it as like 2 on the sides. Just moving it 1 further in. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be fine when there's windows and stuff. Just looks a bit odd right now because it doesn't have that. Do we do 5x5s? By 5. Yeah. Okay. You've just worked out you are on the 2nd floor. Does that mean there can be dungeons? No. I don't think so. I mean, technically, yes. It's a bit weird because of how terrain works in this. I will try and do floors down, but the stairs are going to have to be in really weird places. Because it will draw floor as terrain as floor in any gaps because of where it's all laid out. It's part of what I ran into as an issue with the previous build. But it'll be fine. Okay, so when I was saying like this could be this room and this could be this room, this is huge. So we've got enough space to add multiple rooms, I feel. How are we feeling about this? I mean, I'm not leaving myself a lot of room. I also think that this is wrong. So I think what we do, let's say 3. I think we come out here. Oh, looks like Peeps is broken again. Amazing. You should be able to use the basement tool. Yeah, but you just then can't get rid of the terrain bits in the middle. So you can only have stairs exactly as the stairs appear. Do I use debug items? No. Hey, you're no longer sad. Your builds are usually so simple that you don't encounter these issues. You like the shape? Thank you, Brett. Yeah, so I think we need to scrap this. Okay. Getting closer, I think. So I think maybe have this as, oops. That is 2 rather than 3. Okay, what I might do is build the entrance. Oh, but then if I want to move stuff. I mean, we've got to start somewhere, I think, is the problem. Like, I can't just keep being like, oh, I wonder what this would be like. I wonder what this would be like. I think I just need to build some stuff and see where it takes us. Because, yeah, progress needs to be made. Okie dokie. Right, and then we had the big windows in the middle. We had like no. Why am I not just filtering by castle? Right. Yeah, we had like this in the middle, I think. Or something akin to that. Was it these ones? No, was it these ones? Maybe. Go for that, maybe. Where's my cat? Yeah, he went off on an adventure, as Faye says. You believe me? Thank you, Kenny. Steal more beards or lamps, exactly. You think Twitch update has fixed your audio bug? Nice. The windows are gorgeous, aren't they just? And they look really nice when they're like against the kind of castle textures. Here's the plan. Hi, Beta Blocker. How are you doing today? What am I building? What's the vibe? Electric breakfast. I am building a castle. Attempting to build a castle. This is attempt number 2. I've already deleted one. Thank you for the follow, Beta Blocker. Right. So, with this, we would then have like that, or at least part of that, right? And then we could have some of this. So arbitrarily, let's say it goes the whole way to there. I'll tell you what, let's just run. There's going to be a lot of that. A lot of it not liking what I'm trying to lock stuff to. Sadly, just part of the problem with having stuff being so multi-tiered. Yeah, cursor just constantly hopping to a different floor, a different terrain level. It's fine, I can just delete that. That one's not a problem. Okay, I actually wanted to do an overlaid bit on one of those, but I'll do that later. Can we just delete? Hey. It looks better in this color than all black. Can't wait. Yeah, well, I mean, I probably won't keep it this color. I'm just using the default one for now. We'll sort it out properly later. Yeah, I'm not saying for sure it will be this color. I'm not saying for sure it won't be this color. Just the focus right now isn't really on the color, it's the shape. I'm just trying to get the shape sorted. We'll do everything else later on. If you turn on the grid, it helps with the jumping around because it'll lock to the grid. It locks to the grid anyway. The visibility of the grid or not doesn't make any difference. Sims can be really picky with placements. It really can be. Okay. So I feel, I mean, do we just do, yeah, because they're not going to have, they're diagonals. You're not going to be able to get to the top of those. But for vanity's sake, I think we might have, I think we might have these as crenellation anyway. I guess we could always put ladders. That was a thing, right? Stairs and ladders. Classic wooden ladder. Nope, because you can't do it diagonally. That figures. So there just needs to be a ladder in a weird spot. Like that. Sure. Why not? There are worse places for the ladder to be. Problem is, it needs to be like down here, because otherwise it's going to get in the way of the doors. Oh. You'll be right back. No worries, Lunamine. They really need to fix the diagonal placement. Yeah, it's the fact that like some stuff is diagonal and some stuff isn't. Like, I know why. Like, I get it, but also it is annoying. Yeah, like it would be cool to have like what are they called? The like overlay thing, right? The like a covered section of battlement. Where would you put it though? You could have it there in the middle. It would have been fun to have had... No, I need to stop overcomplicating this. Wouldn't it be cool if the second I say that, I'm just like, no, stop it. every time, it just makes the build more complicated. This is already probably too big as a build. Need to not make it any larger than it already is. Just finish a thing. Just finish a thing. Why not make it bigger? Shh. You're sure it would be cool, but you're also sure it won't need it. It'll be magical enough. Yeah, it'll be... Yep, it'll be grand. It'll be grand. Can't be applied to a fence. I'm not trying to apply it to a fence, Sims. I'm just plastering this all over the place so that you guys can start to like visualize it a bit better. This is easy enough for me because I was working to my mental image, so we were all good. I'm also not doing the top of this tower because that tower might end up being taller, so... There's no point. That's the stables. Cool. Ta-da! Castle. Why did we change it from black? Well, Neil, I completely remade the castle. I don't know if you noticed. I completely deleted the old one. Definitely belongs on this plot of land too. Oh, glad you think so. Now, can I... How much is this going to screw things up? Not significantly, I don't think. Take it back. Preferred it like this. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to get creative with some rocks, I reckon. For the ruined section. Although we could have it collapsed down slightly. Like, all we need to do is... Wait, what? How tall is it? It's too tall. So if we go 2 in and then like 1 back and then 1 in diagonally. Oops. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue. We'll hide it with big rocks. A classic method. And we'll leave the roof there and we'll just put some stone down. Stone down over the top of it. Sure there was a castle floor somewhere. I do this every time. Could just filter. There you go. Yeah, and we'll just throw a rock down. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm never safe. Nice name. Thank you for the follow. Make a waterfall. If it was Minecraft, I would make a waterfall for sure. Must be applied to the top of a room. Sure, Sims. sometimes I don't even bother questioning. Sims just like, no, this thing that is definitely a flaw is not a flaw. What is this then? It says remove flaw. Oh, Sims. Okay, I'll do. Cool. Hi Azalea, how you doing today? I feel like this game coming up a lot today. What do you mean, Lafty? Latora back soon. Need to pick the girls up and get home for dinner. No worries. Try and catch the end. No worries, Latora. It might not register as a room. Yeah, it's just Sims being weird sometimes, Mads. I've been fast. You just had dinner. Nice, Nolig. Azalea, the castle is looking so good. Thank you. I'm never safe. You get bored and can't play the family after you build the house. Well, I'm 8 months into the same play, so not really an issue for me. You can use the debug waterfall items that are invisible. I don't use cheats, or mods, or CC. So I would not be able to do that. Let's figure out the entrance before I go any further. So, how obnoxious do we want the entrance to be? For us, we could have like a whole multi-tiered thing. You guys can't hear it, but there's a ice cream van outside. The most obnoxious, you say? Challenge accepted. Okay, I'm feeling like long is going to be more interesting. So maybe we'll restrict it to the inside of this. So you come in. Or maybe you have, ooh, okay. What if you have a throne room above the entrance? So we build, okay, so that's presumably 3 wide then, or it's 5 wide. It's an odd number, is the point. Okay, so if we do, we did like a platform. Yeah, because you could do like a platform on a platform, right? Just have to bear with me. I've got an idea. Dangerous, I know, but I have an idea. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. Okay, when's the last time I saved? Kenny, you've been having a lot of fun playing with family rules with the families, though you're not abiding by the build rules because you go mad. That's fair enough. JD, so much it makes people squirm on entry greeted by suits of armor.
Save your game.
Thank you for the save. Matt? Leslie, probably your imagination, but you swear you heard the ice cream van. Maybe you did. Is debug a cheat? Yes. You'd say it's hidden DLC. I like that description. You can't live without live edit and debug items. Well, I've never used any of that. Console command that reveals loads of hidden items that are in the game. That does sound cool, to be honest. I can definitely see when I finally get fed up of playing with this current set of rules, me spending a lot of time with things like debug. Why is this not locking to the floor above? Okay. Can we not do this? And do it up to it. Okay. What if we do it this way instead? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Copy. Hey, there we go. No. I think we do this the other way around. I think you have two going up here. What? I think you have two going up there, and then the one up here. I think that way around seems more grand. Kenny, debug is a whole new world. You find it most helps with blending to the surroundings because it unlocks stuff that's already in the world, like plants, rocks, and minuscule items. Yeah, I have thought about that a lot, particularly when I'm trying to match trees and stuff. Thank you, Leslie. Hi, Guared. How you doing today? Okay, so let's just arbitrarily say we put the walls here. So what are we doing with this little bit of space we've got on either side? I think we just section it off. So I think we just do this. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Jadine, hear you out. Instead of going back toward the front door, have two stairs going sideways so you could put thrones on the platform. Maybe. Mad, some of the in-game public lots contain debug items like ponds. Kenny, I'd be a god with debug. No, I wouldn't. I would just spend longer making everything. Okay, the fact that that comes one further out into the room is mildly irritating. Presumably, is this just going to look really stupid? Not the worst. Put some columns, it'll be alright. Also, I'm not doing that window thing anymore, so we can just put normal windows here. Normal windows, not those ones. Not the big ones. Where art thou? There we go. Okay. Use a half wall. What end? This track is everything your central nervous system has ever wanted. Yeah? You like this one? I do like the ones with the humming in them. For the mezzanine. What, the half wall here? Yeah, but then you'd still have a section of the... Oh, no you wouldn't. Because the stairs already has wall on it. I'm just gonna have to undo a bunch of stuff on it. Right, so now I should be able to do it. No, it's not that one. What size do we want? 1, 1.5? By 1.5? Yeah, see, that's the problem. I don't want these gaps. So even, let's say we use a 2 tall one. Yeah, you see it's getting rid of a section of the wall. So you just end up with these weird gaps. I was trying to avoid having that. You'll be right back. No worries, Lefty. And you're back. Welcome back, Lunamid. What if you change... What if I change the beam on the half wall? Half wall trims. I mean, I don't know why it would make any difference. Because even when it was too short, I think it was still doing it. Yeah, like it's messing with the stuff above it. It's a pain. Ordinarily enormous half wall. The largest half wall. You think the full wall looked perfectly fine. Yeah, well, I think we're going to have to use the full wall anyway, because I think the half wall just gets rid of the wall. Frustratingly. Alright, we tried, I think. Okay. Yeah, so then... Oh, yeah, we reset the windows and stuff. That's fine. So my thinking is then that we have the throne... Oops, didn't mean to type that in all caps. Toilet throne. We have the throne like here, on platform, and we have this whole like section raised, but like raised above. You'll see. I have a plan. I have a plan. For this room, this one room, I have a plan. Whether I can make it work or not, entirely different question, but I will give it a go. It does require this to be at least 2 stories tall though, for it to work fully, because I want to do big windows. Yeah, because if we do this, and then we find actually we may have an issue with that, because yeah, we don't have the bigger ones, and presumably it's not going to let. I mean, we might be able to just fudge it. Yeah, we can just fudge it, that's fine. Just having to manually make the windows. I need to go take my break. That's what the break alarm is for. Big windows. Maybe too big? Maybe too big. Honey, thank you for the resub. Very kind of you. When in doubt, cover in plants, 100%. Would this be the ballroom with the throne platform at the end? Could be. Could be. I hadn't intended it to be that. Could be though. Wouldn't be the biggest ballroom ever unless we made it wider, which we could do. It would work having it. I'm gonna go take my break. We will continue this when I get back. For those who are new here, I take a 5-minute break every hour to refill my drink and have a stretch. You should also hydrate and have a stretch. I'm just going to save before I go. Yes, I will be back in 5 minutes. Be right back. Hi. Leah, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Okay. 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 This is gonna be a pain to make, I think. But I'm gonna give it a go, because I think it will be fun. I think it will be cool. So I'm gonna say... let's go for... let's go for 2. Because of how doorways work. Let's go for... wood. It's the weirdest way of it showing that as wood, but sure. We not just have like all wooden. That would be too straightforward. Fine, we'll use this. Right, so I want 1 turn and move that probably the whole way up. I mean, I do have quite a lot of space. Let's try 1, 2 over there. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Luna Moon, you added adult bubble bath to kids bath and may have added too much. Pretty sure they're bound to be hidden. Oh, they're bound to be hidden, maybe? Oh. Right, I'm just going to make this room obnoxiously large for a second. Just while we figure this out. How you doing today, Alexandra, by the way? Never said hi. And yeah. How's everybody else doing? Can't intersect with walls. Yep. But I put walls up here too. There's reason behind the madness. Whether the reason turns into anything that's actually decent is another question entirely, but we will handle this one step at a time. So that could work. You know, I actually think if we have these... I think we could just have these as stone stairs. I've slightly changed my mind about how I want to do this. So if we put that there... and then we've got a wall... like this. Okay, now we need to mimic this staircase on the other side. Anybody seeing the vision yet? Okay, we need to move the stairs for a sec. Right, move up. Yeah, so we just went for like 1 in each section, so like that, and then like this, and then like Nearly. Good grief. Okay. Sure. We'll work with that. Gonna turn this all into actual walls. Welcome back, Farouk. Okay. So. Yeah, this doesn't end up... It makes the room very wide. I don't like that. Wide wasn't the goal, so let's try this again. So... let's just have... Oh, no. Too wide. Just have it wrapped immediately on itself. Sure, I'll put it that way around. Yeah, that does make the room a lot thinner. Let's go for that. What's everybody up to this evening? Anybody got any exciting plans? Okie doke. And then... well, we can just pull this whole wall in one for now. And the ceiling vanished. Sure. I mean, there's no particular reason to have anything here. We can just cut this section out for now. Gives us some interesting spaces elsewhere. Fine. Just leave that for now. Come back to that. Right. So now we've got the basic room shape, which is this. I drew that in the wrong place. Entirely the wrong floor. Okay. Let's drop down the floor. Draw the wall. Huh? Oh. How did they end up being squint? Because they were locked to the grid, no? Oh. It was just locked to the wrong point on the grid. Go me. Oops. Cool. You're trying to play Silksong. How's that going, Faye? Anna, you've just made some tomato soup and now you're tired. Oh. But now you can have a nice rest while having some tomato soup. That a win? Okay, so... now I need to... Okay, I'm just going to do this bit first, just because we know we need to get rid of this. Actually... Maybe we... Oh yeah, we do, because... Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to get rid of that. For now. We can sort that later. Oops. Right, so what we want to do is we want a box of a room. Here. Fine. Yeah, so we probably don't want it the whole way down. So let's pick a number. Let's say 4. Oh, I kind of did want it the whole way round, though. Then I'm going to have to get rid of the giant windows. Now, we'll leave it as it is. I never make life easy for myself, do I? Doing just all the stuff that Sims doesn't want me to be doing. Just throwing a hissy fit at every possible opportunity. Okay, just delete the floor, delete the wall. Build the staircase again. It's going badly, oh no. You got stuck on a boss. I don't really know the Hollow Knight games, but my understanding is that it's the boss is generally that are hard. Yeah. Dark Souls style. Although I guess in Dark Souls you get stuck on other bits too, but... Okay. Now I'm thinking maybe it would be more interesting to have a diagonal section here. We've got a nice kind of open area. Yeah. It looks so good. What, this or Silksong?
Save your game.
Okay, so we could just pull that along here. Oops. Save my game. Right. 1 second. Let me just do that and then get rid of this. Oops. Press the wrong button. Who did the save? Kenny, thank you for the save. Build this good, thank you. Both is good. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, this... Oh, that got rid of all of the floor. That's not what we wanted. Okay, that was close to the right idea. So we do this instead. There we go. I still think we get rid of this. But we can't because the bit below. We've got lots of weird spots. Oh, okay. So weirdly, it's now treating that as being inside. Suddenly, out of nowhere. Sure. I'll take the win. The one that I don't understand, but we'll take it. You know what? They could be little corridors to somewhere. Bit of a weird shape, but we can run with it. Actually, probably best to have that as archways, right? We'll just leave that there. And then probably again, be an archway here. Okay. And we'll just put something. Miscellaneous something there. And we'll put columns and stuff to balance this section down. Cool. Right. We have a throne room. I think this works. What do you guys think? Okay, that is too big. A large chandelier. Yeah, if we can find a suitable one, for sure. These are all going to be too big now. Do we arch deco made of wood? Kinda. We find something that vaguely matches the stone. Okay, let's try a different one. It's probably closer, to be fair. Maybe like that. Looks a little boring. That's the one we used previously. That's going to be too wide. What about a smaller archway? Do we have a smaller stone one? Have a smaller wooden one? That's not the one I clicked on. That's still 3 wide. That's also wooden. Okay, so we only have much narrower ones. That's fine. We'll just use this one. Archway, archway, archway. And you could have... Could either have an archway here, or like along here or something. But we'll come back to that. What do people think? Do you like having this kind of throne room section? So kind of coming into here, we can have like the big chandelier, we can have the suits of armor, etc, etc. Like a kind of trophy room, right? Trophy room / reception room. Very loud birds. Marianne, thank you for the follow. Jess, thank you for the follow. It's giving Hogwarts and you love it. Aw, I'm glad. And then, yeah, and then we've got this little upstairs bit. Might move that so that it's in line with the stairs, actually. Just do that quickly. Okay. Yeah, so we've got these stairs at the end that then go up. And then you'd come through this one like middle section, and then there'd just be, yeah, the throne in the middle. And then we've got the kind of viewing area above it. Still unsure about this section, but we can come back to that. Right, now what I had thought to do is to have... Is that just straight up going to knock out the walls? Do you have this whole... No. Let's say... Okay. That's fine. I can deal with that. Welcome back, Lefty. Oh. Platform tool. I guess we can't do diagonals. L-shaped platform, rounded platform. Could do rounded sections at the end. Right, let's just maybe stick with square, just for simplicity's sake, rather than, as I usually do, unnecessarily complicating everything. Okay, so that's platform 1, platform 2. Need to go to the right floor. Okay. Probably enough. Just like that. Just like a little raised kind of... maybe should be a little larger. Because we can put stairs on it, right? So... think. It's fun trying new stuff. Can't intersect. Okay. It's fine. It's an easy fix. That's not the way to do it, okay. Maybe just go up a little bit since we've got the extra space. I think that looks okay. One second, I'm just... Oh, yeah, because now it's gonna... Yeah, okay. That's because you've got to have the flat bit before it can go up again. Alternatively, we get rid of that bit of platform. Probably doesn't need to be quite as high now. Like that. Maybe the other way around. So have this down one. Oh, no, it was just not mirrored. It's just not mirrored. Okay. Like that. And then we just need platform trims. You love the windows. Thank you, Faye. Tanley, thank you for the follow. Harry, what are we building today? We're building a new castle. Attempting to build a new castle. How are you doing? Not heard from you in a minute. Hope you are well. Did I say Tanley, thank you for the follow? The original stair placement. You think the original one was better than this? With the, like, 2 tiers? Do I play Go Live often? 5 days a week, Tanley. Monday through Friday. Fanciest bathroom you've ever seen. Yeah, exactly. Sims 4. modern blah blah blah. I can't see the rest of your name, it gets filtered out. I don't use mods or cheats or CC. How does the outside look? Show you in a second. Just let me quickly do these platforms, and then and then I'll show you the outside. Maybe the cobbles going to be the best option. Okay, so this is the kind of throne room that we're in the process of building. The big windows. And this is the castle so far. We got our little kind of portcullis entranceway. And then we'll have maybe a tavern or an inn or something here. And then stables on this side. And then we've got the main kind of castle mansion up here that we're setting up. Don't really know where everything's going to go, but I'm hoping to have like 2 smaller buildings up here for like just for other people to live in. Looks amazing. Thank you, Marianne. Massive plot. Yeah, it's the largest size plot that Sims has. It's taking us a minute though. They're like multi-leveled and blah blah blah. It's having to learn some new tricks to get this to come together the way that I want it to. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Tis slowly coming together. It's slightly odd that this comes in, but the alternative would be to make that 3, which doesn't really feel like it makes sense. I mean, we just work with the weirdness, right? So all we do is we just move this out one. Is that even a floor that we're using? No, that's not even a room that we're using. So we just move that out one, and then we move this out one, and there we go. Ta-da, it's mirrored again. Bedrooms off the mezzanine. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we'd have. I feel like the King's Queen's chambers might be by the throne room, but they would have their own entrance, right? So on this floor we would have a doorway down here. That's a full block in. That's 2 blocks in. Maybe say 1 block in. So we'd have like doors on either side, right? And obviously all the columns and stuff, which I've not done yet. My music just fully stopped. No, we've just, it's gone on to other music again. Yeesh. It's scratching your never-ending Sims medieval itch. Yeah, I really wish there was like a modern medieval Sims. Or more options for playing medieval in Sims 4, which I think would be cool. Luna Moon, sorry, was lurking while bathing the babies. No worries. A grand library. Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll be doing libraries and dining rooms and all the rest of it. Like, we've got loads of space. But yeah, so King's Quarters, I imagine would be like off to here, and then maybe you'd go up a staircase here, and then they'd be like Or would they just be off here? Not sure. But yeah, so dining room, kitchen is the next kind of set of stuff that I want to figure out where it's going to be. So I think effectively this, no, we should still have like a classic living room. I guess would the throne room also be the dining room? Like rather than having a normal dining room, we could just put like big tables here. But I like just having the throne room as its own separate thing. Like just there as kind of vanity, and it's not really super functional. In which case, I feel like these would be bedrooms off the mezzanine level. Which means that down here would be the other rooms. So maybe like library, like private library, private living quarters over here. Maybe over We've got so much space. I don't know what to do with it all. Oh, fun, Luna. I just read your comment. A feast hall would be cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking, but it's where is the question. Because would you not normally do that in a throne room? I feel like I've not really made the throne room big enough to have feast hall. Although, no, it's not really big enough. I could just make this smaller. And then you could have like a wraparound columns. Columns are going to get in the way. Or you have that. Okay, one sec. Let me just try a thing. Why is it only showing half the count? Surfaces, counters. Okay. Right, so let's say from like here. Because you could move. No, but then it's only one wide again. I mean, we could just do the like lots and lots of tables thing. It's frustrating that there aren't kind of better kind of connected tables, you know? Oh, you think it would be offset or closer to the castle entrance? The main throne room would be more official and formal. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like examples from other castles though, because in my head, every castle I've been to that has a throne room, the throne room is just the Great Hall. Unless I'm misremembering. Like, the Great Hall is where they would host like feasts, right? So they may have their own separate dining room, but is the throne room not the feast room? Or the Great Hall not both the throne room and the feast room? I am aware I'm overthinking this. Because yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, we just literally make, oh, this is the next one over. We'll just have this as the dining hall. So then where do we put the kitchen? Unless we put the feast hall here, because then we could have the kitchen being immediately below it, and then we could have the outbuildings over here. Can you take the walls down? And then you can have a dance floor in front of the throne and feast tables on the sides. Yeah, so we could. So when I put these walls down originally, what I was going to then do is just whack this as spandrels and have this as like overhang for the layer of... Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. On this floor, I was originally going to do this as spandrels across part of this because it was just the like bit from the floor above. But then I changed my mind how I was doing that to make it narrower. At the one near you, the thrones are in the ballroom, but it wasn't royalty. They were dukes and duchy. But the duchess loves to dance and throw parties, but the duke just sits and watches all night. There could be a throne in the feast hall, but it wouldn't be as big as the formal throne. Or else the king and queen would have nowhere to eat too. Yeah, so I mean, okay. So what we can do is we can say have dining room, dining tables. Right, so for argument's sake, say we use this as the dining room. Oops, no, one floor down. We use this as the dining room, right? So you'd come up, like deal with the throne room, whatever, and then come into the dining hall. Would you, or would you want to go straight from... No, I feel like this is reasonable because then also there could be like another throne here, right? Or like a special seat for the king. So if you have this as, we'll call it feast hall. I like Kenny's description of it. If we call this a feast hall, which then means we can have the kitchen or some kitchen stuff immediately below it. And let's just whack, I don't know, cooker. Kitchen. A top table for the king queen. Exactly. Well, that's why I was thinking of doing the tables with the counters, but we could just do it as a string of tables. Because like this one obviously works quite well for the kind of castle vibe. It depends how like fancy you want to make it, because we were originally going to try and make it gothy. But yeah, I mean, so for argument's sake, right, the king comes through and then there's like, let's say the top table's just here. Oops, other way around. And you could then have, you know, the guest tables, as it were. just like this. Oops. Misclick multiple times in a row. You could just have the guest tables like that, you know? And then you just put a guest entrance down here somewhere, like there, maybe. Which then also means that, so say we do it this way, and we just, oh yeah, so, right, for argument's sake, we just move all of these in one. You just do it like that, right? The kings and queens, whatever, the monarchs table just has its own little space, right? And then we can have a wall, sorry. How much did we leave? We left 2. So 1, 2. Yeah, so you could just have a wall here, right? That seems way too much space. Oh, it's because I've used halves. For no good reason. It's just all of this house, so it's not in halves. There we go. Okay, maybe not quite that much space, just one gap.
Hydrate.
Thank you. 1 second. Okay, and then this is there. That seems okay. And then the staircase would be in here, which would take you then down to the kitchen. Right? Leslie, thank you for the hydrate. Tanley, you could have a formal dining room separately and still have some feasting tables in there. If you want fancy and gothic, the vampires pack might be good. I do have the vampires pack. I was just grabbing random tables. I didn't really think about it. I never think to filter. I always forget about it. Yeah, so this is the one from the gothic pack. Yeah, we need to decide on a theme. I'm tempted to not go with the black castle. And then maybe to go with like black and red interior. Or do we just do brown? Could just go black and gold interior. I don't know. I'm torn between kind of more rustic castle vibes and trying to actually do this more modern one. I think the issue is, in my head, I had a gothic manor in mind, and then we started making a castle, and I kind of feel like there aren't gothic castles in the same way that there are gothic manors, if that makes sense. There aren't really like black castles.
Save your game.
You know? Didn't mean save, thank you. So I'm kind of more tempted to kind of keep this as being a castle-y build. And it's just he is gothic, and like he can style some of the furniture to be gothic, but I think maybe keeping the castle as being castle-y, as opposed to, in case some of you weren't there when we were doing it before, as opposed to just having all of this as being black, like a big black castle, you know? Though I do think that still doing what I did on the previous build with like having some of it being a bit more like run down, I think looks nice. You know? Gothic castles turn more into cathedrals. Yeah, I think so. You like the castle wall at the moment. There is a rundown version of the wallpaper which makes it slightly darker. Yeah, there's also stuff for doing this. Yep. So if you do like that, right? Sure, fine. Wasn't what I meant to do, but so let me just show you. So for argument's sake, say we do this the whole way around here, right? Definitely shouldn't be on this side, just ignore that. But you do it like this, right? And then you use the third one on the top, like that. And then you just need to change the crenellation over, because the crenellation also has the like the dirty one. Such a weird way of wording it. But like that. It gives it a more, I guess, in use, or like it's been there for a minute kind of vibe, you know? You just have to be careful with like how much you use it, because if you just kind of throw that everywhere, it seems a bit much, I think. Yeah, 'cause if you just whack it everywhere, then the whole castle ends up being really dark. So yeah, you need to be a bit picky and choosy about where you use it, I think. Because yeah, you don't want the whole castle to just end up having to be this dark brick, right? Like it does, I mean, I kind of wish there was some that were the other way around. But, say Levy. Looks more gothic, not too gothic. Exactly. But it's kind of what you want like this, right? You just want there to be kind of one layer of the, like maximum one layer of the dirty brick at the top. Yeah, it's just why I kind of like having it like that, but it does make, it kind of makes less sense when it's kind of up and down. I think it probably should just be fixed height the whole way around. You know what I mean, though. It does kind of change the visuals a little bit when you've got a loss of the castle being the darker one. It also makes these kind of rundown sections not quite as nice. Yeah, you just have to pick and choose where you use it a little bit. Makes sense for the turrets to be darker, as traditionally tar was thrown in attackers. You coming out with all your history. Well, we can figure that out as we go. Can you just say, arguably, this is one of my best builds yet? Thank you. I mean, it's far from done, but thank you. I'm certainly feeling more... I'm preferring this one, like this version of this build. Definitely feels... I don't know. I'm happier with this one than I was with the previous one. I think it matches more along the lines of what I had originally intended to build. You know? Apart from the Gothic Manor bit. Because obviously I was originally hoping to do a Gothic Manor, and then I changed over to a castle. Say that for you. Yeah, I mean, it's coming along. Like, I like the entranceway. I like the entranceway to the kind of manor section. I actually quite like the throne room. The plan for the rest of it is slowly coming together. I can see how that's going to work. Not really sure what we're going to do with this space yet, but it doesn't matter. And you know, if we manage to make all of this really compact and say we go up rather than going across and we end up not really using the space, fine. We just have a big nice garden. I'm happy with that. Maria, thank you for the follow. Right, usually this is where I would take a break for 5 minutes, but I don't know if you can hear my voice is struggling. So I need to be stopping the stream when my voice is struggling, because otherwise I'm not going to get any better, and I'm gonna have to keep cutting streams short. So yeah, I'm actually going to look after my voice and call it here for today. So for those of you who are new, hi, I'm Sam. I stream 5 days a week from Monday to Friday from 4 until 7. So it's 22/7 now. So I start about 3 hours ago. Whatever time zone you're in, you can find all my links in my bio on whatever platform you're on, my music, which is what we're listening to now, my game on Steam, and my Discord if you want to come and chat outside of the stream and see me build more of the castle, as I will inevitably do some outside of the stream at some point. Otherwise, I hope you all have a great rest of the day. I'm sure I will see some of you in the Discord later anyway. But hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow, if nothing else. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye for now.